welcome to another PirateTech thing. I'm here as always, or most of the time anyway. And Captain Billiam is here as well.
Hey.
Commander Still should be around shortly. He's on the team speak, but he appears to have stepped away, and Smee should be coming shortly as well. So let me post this on the face mail thing, and maybe we'll get some people to join us. And all right. So Billiam's been fighting a losing battle in Baldur's Gate. I've been working on the truck. I was hoping that I would get it done, and luckily I finished up around 4:30 or 5 or something. I don't remember exactly what time it was, but make sure my volume's down on that phone so it's not picking up a couple times, but I guess this will be our Easter stream. But I have nothing Easter themed to. Go along with that. Maybe we'll find some eggs in whatever game we play. All right. Let's see.
I have arrived.
Hey, there he is. I already started rolling, so
Nice.
we are
Yeah.
live. But
Okay. I haven't changed much. I did pick a different case. Fentex NV5.
okay,
I like.
I'm not instantly familiar with it, but I've not really been case diving lately either. So
Sure. See if I can find. Here's a link. Burp. It was on sale, and it's not now. Fun.
okay. So it looks like glass front, but then side-mounted fans.
Side-mounted, and then right there in front of that box where the power supply goes, there's a fan
shroud
underneath there.
Oh, okay. So there's a bottom fan.
There's a bottom fan in there. Yeah, I'm echoey.
You are.
I hear myself. Blah. Yep. It's Mitch. Yeah, it is Mitch.
Hey, what?
I'm echoey from you.
Either your sensitivity's up too high, or your mic's too close to the headphones, or something.
Shouldn't.
Ah.
1, 2.
Check. I hear it. It's there. Okay. Well, now I'm yelling. Now it's okay. It's fine now.
Let me adjust. That's never.
Check it,
It's weird that that's an issue now. I hadn't changed anything.
Okay, see,
that I'm aware of.
I don't know. I don't know if it's something with the frequency of your voice or what. Cause
Yeah, it's fine now.
yeah,
Well, now he's
muted. But yeah, it wasn't echoing a moment ago. So
yeah, it's fine. All right, I do like the FanTech stuff though. I've been looking at several videos about FanTech, and they got some good cases.
yeah, and
Okay.
for any sort of
and
cooling or performance, like Gamers Nexus goes so deep into
yeah,
everything. Like if you want to know whether something's good or not, check with them.
yeah.
It'll be like a 30-45 minute video probably.
Nah, that's I watched that. I watched one from last year, and there were a couple on there that I thought were kind of neat, but I kind of landed on this one. It's got good cable management, and I like the little shroud for the PSU on the bottom.
Okay, yeah.
It has like a little
That'll
RGB strip.
That'll look good. You may wind up wanting to order matching sets of fans.
Yeah,
I don't know what it comes with.
I did think about. I got a lot of Noctua fans. Okay, let me tell you what happened. So again, this all started because of my current, my current setup. I was just going to update it. I wasn't planning to build anything.
Power supply sit cockeyed.
Yeah, it does. That's kind of crooked for some reason.
That.
I think.
Oh, okay. I think I see why. I'm guessing there may not be a bottom vent. Well, I don't know. It's got those feet are pretty tall, so I would assume there's a vent. I was gonna say it may be airflow, or it may be for tucking cables under there. I don't know. But yeah, that's. Look, I don't have diagnosed OCD, and I'm not going to pretend that I do. But that does kind of drive me a little crazy. And for those of you that want to see what I'm talking about, as soon as this right here is it's a little bothersome to my eyes.
But you're not going to see it, like
you're not well.
The computer.
I mean, I see the back of my computer just because I've got it back behind me back there, so I can see my power supply. But most people, yeah, they're never looking at the back of the unit because there's a lot of cases that like have a compartment for the power supply, and like there's weird cables running at weird places, and again, most of the time you're never gonna see it.
This was on sale yesterday, and now it's not. I may look at a different one anyway, but I just picked this one because A, it was on sale, and B, I liked a lot of stuff about it. Let's see.
It's one of those cases that empty.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, it looks. Well, I mean, it looks empty because it is empty. But once you populate it and get it full of components,
yeah.
Hey, there's the SME. Once you get everything in there, it looks good because that second image.
So I thought about
does look good.
Where's it at? This Mama Jamma. It's a full size. No, this is mid. No, there was a full size one. Where's it at? I gotta find it. This sucker was massive. I really I had it in my cart.
I was gonna say, make sure you get the dimensions and get out a tape measure and check, because I would love to have mine here beside me, but it's like half an inch too tall or something like that.
Whatever I get is not going to fit where mine currently is. Like,
so
I'm going to have to finagle a lot of stuff around here to make it.
Yeah, consider that.
I thought about getting this beast.
Let's take a look at.
And then decided not to because it's so big.
Is that a drive bay? Because it looks like a drive bay.
But yeah, it's a full size like
Behemoth.
it's just a big data. And so I thought like in the future it'd be good to have it if I ever updated, GPUs are only getting bigger, so I just didn't want to run into the same problem that I've got right now.
God, that is that set up to mount your PSU sideways? Yes.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that.
Good Lord, that's a huge power supply compartment. Okay, it's not a drive bay. I have mixed feelings about that little IO shield cover in the front. Is the power button in there or is it on top?
I don't know, actually.
It looks like the power button may be on top there. And then it's just USB and maybe reset or LED buttons or whatever those other buttons are.
And then
Maybe
this
the ejector
one,
seat.
yeah, this one I really like too. Thing there it is. It was more. It's 105.
Let's see. Not this particular case. I came really close to ordering that brand for work for the last set of machines that I just built a few months ago. I don't know anything about them, so I don't know. Because I don't know anything about them, but I came close to ordering them, and then I wound up going with Montech.
This one I thought looked really cool too, but it's just probably too much for more than what I want to pay. And they've got them that have like red trim around them and whatever. But
Oh yeah, that's. I actually just watched part of the video. It was a Gamers Nexus, so I didn't watch the whole thing, but it was partially about this case, but more so about the knockoff slash blatant ripoff that is probably more IP theft than.
yeah,
But a lot of people like that case, and it's a big honker too.
it looks lower. So if it were lower, like how tall is it? Does it say? I've got about 19 inches. Well, 18 and a half, really.
That's what she said.
Well, if you're into that sort of thing.
I mean,
All right, so it looks like dimensions 18.2 high
yeah.
by 11.2 wide by 18 deep.
Yeah, it totally fit. But like I said, it's expensive.
It is. I think there's plenty of room for it. I don't know. It looks kind of tight in there. I was going to say you have to use. Well, actually, I don't know if that's true or not, because it looks like it is removable now. Because there were some cases going around with a similar style where you almost had to use the riser and vertically mount the GPU, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, and it looks good. I've gone back and forth on. I've got a vertical GPU riser for mine, but right now I've got it installed traditionally. It depends on how close to the glass it winds up putting the fans. If you get too close to the glass, you're not really pulling sufficient air in.
Yeah.
But if it sits back away from the glass an inch or so, then it's usually all right.
Do we have a blue one?
But it also depends
I
on whether you're running any other PCI cards or not. 'Cause with a riser, it pretty much eliminates that option.
I don't imagine I'd ever need to.
Me, I was gonna ask if the aisles at Walmart are more narrow or if I was just imagining it, but people were all apparently also complaining about that on Facebook.
Yep, they're more narrow.
Well, I was going to say, are they more narrow or have you gotten wider? I can make those jokes because I am wider.
Well, for me, both is the correct answer, but still.
So I have zero patience for skinny aisles. Like if I'm walking down an aisle and there's some kind of flappy thing hanging out to whack me in the shoulder, I'm going to let it whack me in the shoulder and then I'm going to let it fall on the ground. An aisle needs to be wide enough to where two people can walk.
Well, you know what my pet peeve is the people that do the online grocery pickup. They run through like they own the place, and then they make faces at you if you're in their way.
Well, I was
The
gonna say
employees.
that was already kind of a problem because they're not putting stuff like a regular buggy. You're kind of putting stuff in from the front or the back, whereas they got drawers they have to pull at the side, so it was making things even though there was technically enough room to pass by on the sides. A lot of times you still couldn't, and now with even narrower aisles, it's going to be more of an issue.
That's a pretty popular case.
Yeah, that Corsair. That's what I'm seeing.
5000D airflow.
Yeah, I've heard that it's really popular. It's kind of why I put it on there. Cause...
Yeah, it's popular and it's got good airflow.
But also the workmanship in the pharmacy, and I'm assuming the rest of the store was just shoddy at best. Like it was not up to what they originally said too. So, like when they worked on the pharmacy, they stood on the new counters and everything. So like all the new stuff has already got dents and scrapes and holes and everything else in it.
So I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to be able to make it tonight after I said that I would because I started working on my truck. Because the snap ring that holds the CV axle onto the front differential broke off, and so my CV axle, it never completely came off, but it was just kind of floating freely in there, and it would work its way to the end and then start spinning at the end and wobbling and causing a nice little shake in the truck because it wasn't perfectly balanced. So I worked on that today. I started last night, but I couldn't find all of my tools, so I'm like, I got the wheel off and got part of the way down to it, and I'm like, all right, that's all I'm doing tonight. I'll work on it tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I went to Advanced to see if I could find a snap ring for it, and they didn't have anything. And we looked and looked and looked, and finally he did find a snap ring, and it was supposed to be the right diameter, but it stuck up way too much, and I just wasn't able to make it work. So what I did is I took a piece of Romex wire and basically made my own because it was about the perfect size. I cut it to the length I need and wrapped it around, and because the CV axle basically just kind of sits in there, there's no real stress on that ring. It just holds it in place and keeps it from sliding. So I'm like, I don't see why that wouldn't work. So I got that put on, and that's what's holding it on there, and so far so good.
Famous last words.
We'll see. We'll see how it lasts. I mean, I don't expect there to be any issue out of it, but we'll see. Hopefully not. Knock on wood. But while I was in there messing with the suspension, I pulled out my front leveling kit, but I left the back, and I think I kind of like it, and I think I'm going to leave it that way.
Really? With the rake?
Which I mean, I didn't have a huge. I think I had a. I think I went with a 2-inch, where it was 2-inch in the front and 1.5 inches in the back. I mean, it wasn't a huge lift to begin with, but I didn't buy the upgraded control arms or the upgraded CV axles for lifted vehicles.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah. So
it's only a couple inches.
It'll put some stress
But
on them.
it definitely does. So I just took it out. I'm like, I'll just take it out, but
Yeah.
it kind of gives it that little rake where it raises the back up, and it looks much better than freaking squatted trucks. And I don't know who thought that was a good idea.
Nope. I actually really like this case. I just sent the Keeters. Already got fans installed. I don't know how good those fans are, but it's already got them. 9 of them. I think the PSU goes behind it. I like that.
It looks like a 011 knockoff, but a lot cheaper.
Yeah. That might be the one I go with. I like it a lot. Unless you have any objections.
No, I just checked the reviews, which again you'll it's sitting at what, 3.5 star eggs, I guess. But you usually hear more negative than you do positive on reviews, but
yeah.
Let's see, is there a
Build quality
back panel?
So
it mainly depends on what the back looks like. As long as there's airflow coming in from the back.
So you said what kind of knockoff does it look like? Because I might just go with that.
It looks like a Lee and Lee 011.
Lee and Lee, that's right. Lee and Lee. Yeah, it does. Yep.
I wish it showed more pictures of the back, but I do see. It looks like there is perforation back there.
Yeah. Lee and Lee, at least it has a lot of glass in this. 011.
They've got several different forms of the 011 now.
Yeah.
There's like the standard 011 dynamic, and then there's the XL, and then there's a mini, and seems like there's a new one that they put out last year. But I don't remember what alphabet soup they put with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess this would be the And Lee.
I'm pretty partial to Lee and Lee. That's what I've got.
Oh yeah.
Not the dynamic, but or the 011, but I've got the Landcool 2, and then I upgraded to the front mesh kit.
I do like all the glass.
The thing about Lee and Lee, like it is, I don't know whether it's steel or aluminum. I think it's steel though, because it's heavy, but it has glass. It's tempered glass on both sides. Mine is metal front, where this one is glass front.
I like how far, like the fans. I like how, like in the front of this, the fans are directly under the GPU. On the Lee and Lee.
Yeah.
$140 though.
That's they used to be up around 200 plus $5 off with promo code.
Yeah.
I'm wanting to say I paid around 120 for mine, and then the mesh kit, the mesh upgrade was like another 30-ish bucks. It was one of those things that I bought mine, and then they came out with the Landcool mesh, but like they had the upgrade kit that you could buy, so you didn't have to buy a whole new case.
I've got a bunch of fans. Okay, so to get back to my story, where I was upgrading this one, I watched this guy upgrade his, and I pretty much just did what he did, which was buy new. He kind of listed all of his parts. I was just going to copy his video. And thing. So I bought a bunch of fans, and I bought a cooler, and I bought the power supply, and I bought the GPU, and I was going to put all that in there. But then I was like, man, this GPU sucks. I'm gonna get a different one. I need all the different ones are a lot longer. So then it just evolved, because then it was okay. Well, if we need a longer GPU, then I need a bigger tower. If I get a bigger tower and a bigger GPU, I'm going to need a bigger power supply. If I do that, I should probably just go ahead and update the motherboard. If I do that, I should just update the processor. So it all just spiraled.
That's
But
how it works.
This job that I've got, I kind of want to talk about that for a minute, because it's something.
Something good or something?
Something, to me, it feels like I won the lottery.
Okay.
And it all just kind of happened randomly, where I met this guy, and it's a friend of a realtor, and she kind of introduced us and said that he needed a project manager for his projects up here. But this dude is like wealthy beyond all reason. And I've been working with one of his current project managers, and he's kind of
guru.
I don't know what he's Indian, so he probably is his own guru.
Probably.
Not to be racist or anything. It's two guys, they're partners, and one of them is like he got his computer engineering degree from East Carolina. I think it's computer engineering. Wasn't it? No, something. He does some kind of thing with drugs, like where he goes and develops programs for testing.
Okay.
A consultant in biotech is what he is.
I know some
computer
people
science
that do
major.
some things with drugs.
So anyway, I have a salary, and I'm gonna have they'd mentioned something about we'll see what we're gonna do about travel expenses, like as in a vehicle allowance, is what I initially thought.
Mm-hmm.
But this current guy that I've been talking to,
hello again, it's me.
Hello. He literally came home one day, and there was a brand new GMC Denali sitting in his driveway.
Wow.
Kind of thing. And then his wife came home one day on her birthday, and there was a brand new Genesis sitting in her driveway. So I don't know what that looks like, but for me, and I would assume I'd have to be working for him for a bit longer But that's just the kind of person that this is. Like, he's just a very generous guy. Like, he's not. He's a rich dude, but he's not like he's not your average rich dude. He's
not your average Indian either.
No, he's not.
like.
No, he's very, very
Trust
kind.
me, I've worked with Indians, so
Yeah, no, this guy.
wait, we're not broadcasting, are we?
Yeah,
we are.
We are. It's okay. I've already said my racism thing too. Luckily, no one watches this.
Can we strike this?
We're not monetized, Brian. It's okay.
Well, no, I'm not worried.
It's
about
live. I can't undo anything.
But anyway, it's been good so far. I start Monday is kind of my first day, but I've already been working this past week. There's a house in West Jefferson that I've been helping with. And so essentially I'm going to be heading up all of these houses that he's building, right? So he's already bought 12 lots on Seven Devils. He's got this house on Beth Street. And then there's he's doing Blue Ridge Mountain Club and Beach Mountain and all these areas up here. He's just buying lots of property and building houses. And I'm going to be, they're all going to be my babies. Like, those are my houses I'm building for him.
So I get, is it going to be rental properties or?
No, he's building spec houses to sell them to buyers.
So
yeah.
Building for sale.
Building for sale, yeah. And he's got kind of a good system. He's got it's amazing because I see a lot of new construction up here that's just really awful, really bad stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I go through a framing inspection and I just rip the thing apart and I'm like, man, you're gonna have to build back. You're gonna have to back down from this and then restart. But so these guys came up and they did their framing and I'm looking through and I'm like, this is actually really good stuff. And so I kind of start talking to their current manager, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm bringing my guys up from Atlanta and from Raleigh, and these guys are coming up here, and it's cheaper to pay them to come up here than it would be to pay a team, hiring a team up here." And I thought that was pretty amazing because they're getting double the quality for half the price.
Yeah.
Well,
I think part of the problem is that area has such a reputation for being just tourist /second/third home
yeah
place.
absolutely.
So all the contractors are like, oh, it's in Boone or Watauga or anywhere in there. Yeah, that's gonna be 2 or 3 times what it needs to be.
You're exactly right. So they jack up their prices like crazy.
Yeah, rich people who don't care or know what they're paying for anyway. Yep. You're like, oh, well, that sounds okay to me here.
Yep. I don't know. I might get this Lee and Lee 011. I like that a lot. So yeah, that's kind of the situation that I'm in with this guy. I've had like 4 interviews with these people. So I met one of them over the phone one day.
They're vetting you out.
Yeah. I had one of them over the phone and then met him in person. And then there's partners, and I met the other partner over the phone and talked to him for a while. And then he came. I just ate lunch with him and his kid on Friday.
Where did you eat at?
There's a place in West Jefferson called something. I forgot what, some kind of brewery. It's really good.
Oh, okay.
I don't know though. I like the height Y60. I like that too. It's between that one and the Lee and Lee.
Between the two of those, if you throw the price out the window, because I think the height is a little bit more expensive. I like the height because I like that 45-degree corner.
I do too. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that the height has pretty good airflow too. I think it's at least on par with the 011.
Yeah. What concerns me is a little bit is the space inside the height, because I feel like it's a little bit cramped. Maybe not.
I'm wanting to say it's still a pretty good size
Yeah.
case in there. Let me pull up that video because he's got them sitting there, and you can kind of get a gauge for him.
All right, let's talk about the processor again for a second. Or not the processor, the GPU. So
Okay. I did want to ask you about that.
yeah,
Because I know at one point you were talking about 7900 XTX.
I was, and that's what I was going to ask about, is if I should revert back to that, because I know that the lag for AMD is ray tracing, right?
Yeah, and it's mainly because Nvidia's on Gen 3, AMD's on Gen 2.
Yeah.
They got beat them to the punch. There's a video that shows the Wyatt.
Okay.
Do you guys ever get a whiff that smells like something's burning, but it's not?
What kind of burning?
I mean,
Like electrical burning or
I don't
wood
know. It's
burning
just certain ways I
or-
move my head, I'll smell like a whiff of smells like something burning. But my nose is also like mostly stopped up, so
So I'll ask you this: if there were a processor or a GPU that you would get under $1,000, which one would you get? Brian, I've never had that issue.
yeah,
it kind of sounds like
your wiring's off.
sounds like your wiring's off. Yeah,
like
do that or you got a ghost.
wiring like at the house or
No,
wiring.
like your internal,
And yeah.
your smeller wiring.
Yeah, that's possible. I'm not exactly the most stable individual, so
Oh, I'm taking busporin now.
you sporing.
Is that what that is? I don't know. Some kind of
Busporon?
busporone.
Doing tight.
Take 30 milligrams every day.
Is that a allergy thing?
It's a
Anxiety.
anxiety, serotonin enhancer kind of thing, right? I don't know.
Yeah. Do you get? Let me ask you this: how long have you taken it?
Just like a few days. I just got it.
Okay. How much do you take?
I don't remember. She gave me
Mm.
a pill and told me to cut it in half. She gave me the max dose and said, "Don't take this. Break it in half."
Oh, okay. I'm on the
Yeah.
max dose, so.
You have this pill.
But,
Don't take it.
But that may be my issue. But like after 2 or 3 weeks of taking it, like now when I take it, it still helps my anxiety, but I get this like feeling of restlessness,
Mm.
and I don't know how to describe it, but it just feels like you just want to run and scream.
Yeah.
But
Those kind of meds are like real. On the one hand, it's the drugs bad, okay, but at the same time, I also know that for a lot of people, those are necessary.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, it's kind of a two-edged sword.
Here's an ass rock.
Ass rock.
Yeah, here's an ass rock. Copy. Let's see. ASRock 7900 XTX, 24 gigs. Let's see. I'll put it in here. That's what my motherboard is, right? ASRock.
I don't remember. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I just started taking it. I don't know that I feel a difference yet. Anything?
I will say, like for me, I had to go to the maximum dose to be able to really tell that it was helping. And also, like when it wears off, I know it more.
Okay.
Right.
So
At that price, I mean, you can the 4070 Ti Super. I think that PNY was what, right at 800.
840, 850.
850. So probably between the 4070 and the 7900, especially at that close a price, I would probably go 7900.
Okay.
Like I said, right now, and which I mean, AMD's not innocent in all of this either, but Nvidia has been basically purposefully
Yeah.
essentially price gouging
Mm-hmm.
from the factory, so and people aren't super happy with that, and it doesn't look like they really show any sign. I mean, the prices on the super refresh were better, but that just shows that they should have been cheaper to begin with.
Right.
But with the that wide is nice. That would look good in my system, but it's about $100 more. But with the AMD, you're getting 24 gigs versus
Right. And I feel like you're gonna
16.
need that gigage in
It's
the future.
getting there. Like right now, that's the only thing I don't like about my 3080 is it's only a 10 gig.
Yeah.
And the 2080 is yours 10 or 11? I'm going to say, I know, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, Mitch's 1080 Ti is 11 gig, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember.
So I don't know why they cut the RAM down. And,
Yeah, it is.
That's okay. That's what I thought. But yeah, my 3080 is only 10 gig. They made a 12 gig version, but it was also more expensive too. The viewer count keeps popping up and down. Is anybody watching right now?
Listen, we've talked about this. Don't talk about them. We'll scare them away.
We don't want to scare you.
Yeah, watch
Say
tonight be
hi,
the night we
give
get
you
a
a
lot of
shout out.
viewers, but after my slip up.
I don't think it was anything too bad. As long as those people themselves
Indians know who
didn't.
they are, Brian. Indians know.
They know.
Well, yeah, that's true. The one I worked with, Jimmy, basically said it.
But
So,
Yeah.
and
He laughed
anybody
about it,
wanting
so-
to see
and he was
this,
awesome.
That's the card we're currently looking at right now.
Yeah. So if you,
I would probably go
yeah,
AMD now.
okay.
Because like I said, the 7900 XTX is, I mean, the 4090 probably is more powerful, but in certain games they trade blows. And I think it's the only card that matches it on memory. But it's way cheaper.
okay, I got a random. Oh,
For streaming, a lot of people go with NVIDIA cards just for the NVENC encoder. But AMD's caught up with, I don't remember what encoder they were using, but if I'm not mistaken, I think both the 7000 series AMDs and the 40 series for NVIDIA, I think they have AV1 encoding now, which is better than NVENC in a lot of cases.
Okay.
So the streaming argument is kind of nil
Yeah.
at this point, and especially let's see, is the 78 X3D, is it still, it's still 8 cores, right? 8 core 16 thread. That's what's in my head. That's what's in my head. I'm not going to swear to it.
Yeah,
but
hold on. 8 core. Let's see. I'm looking at it right now. 8 core. 30C threads.
With AMD, generally, it's just double whatever the cores are.
Okay. So yeah, it's. So yeah, 78 X3D. It says 8 core. Yeah, 8 core, 42 gigahertz.
Most games are not using 8 cores. So
is there going to be any kind of throttling? Is that what it is? between this processor and this GPU, or bottlenecking is what I'm asking.
Not really. Well, and again, for gaming, that's probably, I mean, that's arguably the fastest, the best chip for gaming. Intel fanboys will say that it's the 14900 KS, but
Okay.
I mean, at worst they trade blows, but because the X3D has the 3D V cache that it can access so much faster, that you shouldn't see any bottlenecking. I mean, again, straight megahertz, not the fastest, but realistic application, that's the fastest CPU on the market, especially for the price. But but yeah, you shouldn't see any bottlenecking with either one. And most of the bottlenecking you would see anyway is if you were playing 1080 at high refresh rate.
Yeah.
Because
I don't think my monitor, I don't know what my monitor does right now. This monitor,
I'm wanting to say what you have is a 1440.
LG, let's see.
I think we've looked it up before.
We did.
But 1440 is what's in my head. And especially you crank the settings up to ultra. But I mean, like I said, that's, if not the best, one of the best CPUs that you can buy. So you're not gonna really see any crazy bottlenecking, if you see any at all. But
Yeah, it is a 1440, and I'm probably not going to update this anytime soon.
I looked at 4K monitors, and the price for a high refresh rate is still just, it's up there too, more than I wanted to pay.
It's too silly right now.
I think my monitor is a 32-inch Dell 1440 165 refresh rate, and I think it was in the neighborhood of $300. The bump up to 4K was going to be at least double that.
Did we say Lee or height? Okay.
I mean, personal preference. Between the two, if I was buying it, I would probably buy the height. Just because of that 45-degree corner. I think.
Yeah, I like that corner.
I think it's a nice look.
Looks a little like a coffee machine, but that's okay.
Did you guys know that we're on YouTube? Not YouTube.
Yeah, that's where I broadcast.
Your volume is very low all of a sudden.
Me?
Who, me?
Me.
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 Shmee.
Oh, me?
Okay,
My volume is low?
It was. It
You're
sounds
kinda
better
quiet.
now.
What
Oh,
about
sorry, I was
fans?
probably. But we're on Google. Like
Okay.
it shows a picture of PirateTech and it says entertainer.
Oh, good.
And we've even got one review.
Oh.
Is that me? Because I don't remember.
No.
Do we have any? What do you think about fanage?
Oh, you have a review. You sons of bitch.
Wait, I have a review?
Oh, you reviewed.
You made the review.
Oh.
The review's you.
Jeez, how many fans fit in this sucker? Looks like there's one that comes with it.
It comes with one fan.
Comes with one fan.
I don't know what fan they're using.
Oh, that's 3 fans. Looks like.
Okay.
What size?
It holds a bunch.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how many.
So, where are you?
Max it out.
Where are you landing on air cooler versus water cooler?
I'll do air cooler.
Okay.
Water makes me nervous. I just thought I've never used a water cooler, so I thought I would try it. But if you say if an air cooler is going to do the job, let's do it.
those dual tower air coolers, they definitely trade blows with 240s. 360s, a lot of them, they're right in the same ballpark. And for the price, I mean, like I said, I bought a cheaper water cooler and I wasn't super happy with it, so I went back to air. If I was going to buy one, I would probably bite the bullet and either get something like a NZXT Kraken or what was that one that it's in that video that I sent you from Gamers Nexus talking about those cases. It was one of the ads. I don't think it's Deep Cool, although Deep Cool's probably okay. Arctic Freezer, I think. And I mean, most of the time there's no issues, but if your pump goes out, then you're going to have a bad day. And there have been some that wind up getting grit caught in the what's it, the little flow grooves that are inside the water block.
Yeah.
And it starts to diminish performance over time. And over time, you get slight evaporation. And you can refill them, but they're considered sealed units. So, I mean, there's just less hassle with air cooling.
Yeah.
And you can get, if not the same performance, enough to where you're not really going to notice a difference with the air cooler. So
okay, I've got, let's see, yeah, so it comes with 3 fans. I've got a few fans. I'm probably okay on fans. I believe that's all I need. I'm about to pull the trigger on this. Let's see.
That's all you need? OnlyFans?
OnlyFans, yep.
he's pulling the trigger on his OnlyFans account. So, ladies,
what could you have?
dudes,
The home inspector's inspector.
Yep.
I've got a question that you mentioned your vehicle and that reminded me. I know I've mentioned my car making weird sounds sometimes when I turn left or turn right.
Does it go, oh?
And I don't think I ever seen it, but I actually have dash cam footage. I think it will go through.
Does it show up in the footage? Like, can you hear it?
Yeah.
All right, wait, before we see the video, can you describe the sound?
Okay.
This little game I like to play.
It generally only happens loud. It happens all the time it happens on occasion, but it happens more often than not. And it's when I'm turning right or left, it'll make kind of a weird
Make the sound.
boing.
That was not what I was expecting, but
Boing. Kind of almost like something's being pulled back and let go, like a spring or something. And but it also happens worse, like it always happens on like random occasions. But
I can mute this.
But it generally happens more like when I'm leaving. This video is when I'm leaving my brother's house, and it's been raining, so it's slightly muddier outside. And I'm turning the video starts when I'm putting it in reverse or when I'm putting it in drive. I turn the wheel left, and then start to go.
And then it goes boing.
Boing. And it does it, I think, a couple of times.
All right, how do I mute this video? Why is there no volume?
Oh, is there no? Did it do that again?
I don't. Well, I mean, YouTube on a phone is controlled by
Oh,
your
okay.
volume buttons on the side on the phone itself.
Because I
but-
sent the video to someone over the
No,
phone,
I'm
and it
trying to.
stripped.
I'm trying to mute the stream so that I can turn the phone up to hear the sound.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me just pause that for now and bring up your video and.
But you can, you can hear me put the car in drive, and then it's when I start turning left is when you hear the.
Sounded like you ran over a bullfrog.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
And
the
again-
sound.
And again, it does that more often when it's muddy, but it also does it when it's completely dry and sunny, and I'm leaving the Walmart parking lot. It's when I turn the wheel to the left or right, and but it does it less of a force than that. But my brother had drove the car and tried, like checking everything, and he's like, well, it feels like your axle and everything's fine, and it didn't do it when he drove it, but that's just the thing. It happens a lot, but it happens at random times, so you can't really. Like if it's something that I don't need to worry about, I'll be like, oh, that's fine. I'll just, let it do that. But if it's, if the wheel's going to fall off in the middle of me going 50, it may. Because everything else seems fairly decent with the car.
When I turn either right or left, it's like noise is something like a deep bullfrog croak. If I have to say where it came from, I'd say underneath the car. In the Can you tell whether your sound is coming from the front or the rear?
Mine sounds like it's from the front.
Okay, so let's.
It sounds and feels like when you can kind of feel it too. It feels kind of like it's coming from the front right, but again, with cars, you can't really always. That's not always where it's actually coming from, where you feel.
The general consensus that I'm seeing here is a CV joint. That's what I did today.
Well, that's what made me think of it.
You said it's when you turn, right?
Yeah, mainly when I turn left. Let's see. Yeah, usually left. But it'll also do it occasionally right. But mainly left turns. Like it's louder with left turns.
I was noticing it more during left turns a couple days ago, but now it does it for either. So it looks like, well, some people are saying bushings. Some people are saying CV joint wear, but they're not being specific with bushings because there's bushings a lot of places.
Yeah. No. Let me see what does a bushing look like?
It's just like a rubber.
It's a bush.
Because
it's a rubber round
bush.
thing that a part is mounted in.
So it probably wouldn't actually squeak then, because before all this happened, for the longest time, it would make like a weird squeaking, almost squealing sound when you were on a bumpy road. And it still does that, but then this is kind of added. I don't know if this is just a separate issue or.
All right. Is that a Subaru?
It is. How did you know?
That's just memory. I was
Yeah.
thinking it was a Subaru.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because the squealing thing is kind of apparently normal with
What year is it?
2011 Subaru
2011
Legacy.
Legacy. You know what
I need to look that up.
size
No,
engine it is?
that's
Or
that's the one thing I need to actually find out
you know
about
if it's
that.
an H4 or an H6?
No clue. Would the title actually tell?
Maybe.
Hold that thought. Oddly enough, I have the title laying on the couch just because I've never put it up, which is probably not a good place for it, but yeah, I'll be right back. And for anyone listening, I didn't say that I had it on the couch. I lied.
I'm going to try to create a new egg business account. That may help me get some of the stuff at even a better price.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
It says Newegg Business offers the best prices on computer parts, laptop computers, digital cameras, electronics, and more with fast shipping. Don't need sales rep because their online service is almost always 100% accurate and they have great pricing on sales. So I've got a bunch of Noctua fans that I'm just going to use, I guess, for this.
Did you get to?
Bit.
Do you have the black ones or the ugly ass brown?
They're black.
Okay. Most Noctua's famous for having the world's most ugly fan. They're like a brown tan color.
Yeah.
Okay, well it doesn't matter which one his car is. They all use the same one. I wonder if that comes with the clip or not.
Well, probably going to go.
Gonna go order your parts.
I'm going to wait until I see if they approve my business account. So right now, if I checked out, this would all be about 1,800-ish.
That tax and everything, or
No, tax and everything is going to put it probably over 2.
well, it's a different case as part of it, but
Yeah, let me take a look here. Sign in.
and
Yeah, 2014. So we'll see, which is kind of like I wanted to stay under 2,000 ideally, but this is fine. This is like, it's amazingly enough, it's going to be a much better computer than the one I currently have, and is only going to be about $500 more. I think that's about what I paid for this stinking thing. It was bought it in November of 2018. It was, yeah, $1,500 in November of 2018.
and plus everything has gone up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I mean, it's not only an upgrade, but it's I mean, really,
No clue.
it doesn't matter. They all use the same part. If it's a CV axle, if you knew which one, you can just do one. Now, who's to say when the other's going to go out?
Yeah.
But you can get them for about $60 each from Rock Auto.
Oh, that's not bad.
But then you've either got to put it on yourself or get somebody to put it on.
Well, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Lewis Penley, but he does good work. So, and he does it cheap.
Yeah.
Well,
Is
cheaper than
Jamie's dad
most.
still doing work?
He just retired maybe this week.
Really?
He sold off Summit.
Oh.
Mm.
Didn't know that.
So
I know
yeah,
when he was on the podcast, I think they were just kind of finishing up all the stuff that went along with that, but it was basically right at the end, and he said what his last day was, or starting blah blah blah. It will be under new management or new
Oh, wow.
ownership.
So yeah, 2025 as it is. And I'll see what the business thing takes it down to, if anything.
Oh, but question. That's the price of your system.
Yeah, it would be, that's total. If I bought it right now, it'd be
That's-
2025.
Yeah, that's not bad. But then if you do get a business discount, that's
Now what's your butt question?
my butt question.
Yeah, you said you had a butt question.
Butt question. I know a lot about butts.
Oh, well, mine's cracked. Did I break it?
Maybe.
Actually, I remember when I was little, I sat on a board that had a nail in it.
Mm.
So for a while, I had about a 3-inch hole in my butt that wasn't my butthole.
Hmm.
I will refrain from that one.
Well, I accidentally sat on it, I should say.
Elias got like some kind of staph
Oh.
infection on his butt.
I'm glad you didn't
Oh, that's
purposely sit
terrible.
on it.
Happened last year. Yeah, it was terrifying.
Yeah, they can be nasty, like
When-
really
Really?
bad.
Really
When
awful
I
looking.
was
Yeah.
like, I don't know,
The
10
weird
or
thing
is,
12
like,
or
all that-
something like that. I stepped on a nail in flip flops when I was
Oh,
chasing
that's
my uncle's chickens around, and somehow I think I realized before it. I don't think it broke skin. I don't really remember, but it was certainly a rusty nail. But I walked away unscathed, and
You have the reactions of Batman.
well, I am Batman.
You know, come to think of it, I've never seen you and Batman in the same room at the same time.
It's true.
The reason for that.
Yeah, because I'm Batman.
Oh, did you guys ever see that video I posted of my great nephew? Like he knew nothing about the Batman thing. He was like maybe 1.5 at the time, maybe 2.
Wait, are you about to say that your nephew is Batman?
Yeah.
That's not true because I'm Batman.
But I go, I'm Batman, and it was I think it was a Snapchat or a Facebook filter that made you look like Batman, like you were wearing the costume, the hood, and all that, or the mask. And so I just do it one time. I go, I'm Batman. He's like, I try. So I handed him the phone, and that's the video that I put online that has the most most views
Yeah.
is him going, I'm Batman.
Speaking of, I need to show you this video of Elias that I took this morning. Let's see if I can find it.
I need to find the video of when
Oh, I know my butt question.
Aiden was little.
Is that something that I can drive with that would be all right for a while, or is that something
Your-
I should
your butt?
probably get?
You should
probably have it
probably
checked out.
you should probably keep your butt attached. But it's one of those things. It could go for a while. It could go out tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
mean,
So it would be better to get it fixed now instead of waiting until I'm going 50 in it.
yeah, I mean, if it does go, um,
Like, will you lose a tire? Or will you?
no, your car would. It's a front wheel drive car too, isn't it?
Well, all-wheel drive.
Oh well. I'm not 100% sure what would happen. I don't think it would be catastrophic, but it wouldn't be great. The problem is if it breaks and then you've got a axle just spinning wildly, not attached to anything, it could
Oh,
do
hit
physical damage to
yeah,
other
physical.
things. Would probably be the worst.
And I will say about 2 weeks ago, I was driving down Burleson Hill, and it felt like something popped and broke below me, but I just assumed something flew up and hit the bottom of the car. But I mean, if anything had broke like beyond whatever, it would I could tell, right? I assume because that the next day I looked when I went back to work, and there was like a lot of crap in the road where I had drove the night before, like other stuff that was already there. So I don't know if something flew up and hit the car as I was driving by, or
So I assume this is on YouTube, so I'm taking it you don't care if I play this and
Mhm.
okay.
Me?
My name is Elias,
Yeah.
and I'm going to tell
No,
you
care. We play what?
how
Elias's
to
video.
pull out their teeth.
Oh yeah, no, I don't care. That's fine. This was on YouTube.
So,
He told me
here,
to make this video so he could explain to
have
parents how to
these
tell their
two
kids how to pull their
fingers.
teeth out,
I'm trying to pull it out.
like when they're
So,
loose.
Take 2 fingers, ask your child to do it. Hold on. Wheel, tighter. And then, like that. If it doesn't come out, that's okay.
Man, I wish that
Keep
Abram could
asking
be
your
that
child
calm
to
about
do it.
tooth.
If it doesn't work,
Kid freaks out.
keep on doing it. And if your
Freaks out
child
as in
has 2 bottom
Like
Mad
he has
or
a
freaks out
freaking
as in, like,
meltdown.
I
He's
won the-
terrified, and yeah, no, it's a bad day when he gets a tooth that's ready to come out.
Keep doing it. My name is Elias, and this is the end of my video. Bye.
I like that.
They say seeing
My name is
is
Elias, and this is the end of my video. Bye. Dude, you already getting him prepared for the next
He
generation of
he's
PirateTech.
he totally wants to be a streamer. That's like his goal in life.
That is awesome.
He just watches too many of those videos.
I truly believe, like a lot of people complain about, and I mean, I guess yes, to a certain point, you shouldn't let children live on YouTube, but I think that like with the tablets and all that, they learn a lot more and a lot faster than we used
Yeah,
to.
my gosh.
Because like my
Mm.
great niece was watching videos when she was like a year and a half.
Moderation.
Moderation,
Yeah.
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 I've seen my Lucy, like it's like she's hypnotized by the TV when she's
Yeah.
watching something.
It
Like
gets
completely
scary.
zoned in on it.
Is that damn Cocomelon?
Yes.
Nope. I need to go through and find the video of me and Aiden when he was little, like right after the. I think it was the Avengers, how it should have ended, but the Batman Groot argument. So I've got a video of me and Aiden where I'm going, I'm Batman. He says, I am Groot. And we go for, I'm Batman. I am Groot.
That is, yeah. You need to
We're
find
like
that and post that. That would be
in
hilarious.
cycles, or I don't remember how long we did it, but
All right, I gotta go, guys.
all right, have a good one.
You as well. Happy Easter.
Easter.
Happy
Easter,
Easter.
sir.
User
To you and
disconnected
yours.
from
Well,
your channel.
to him and his.
All right, so it looks like still is itching to pull the trigger, and hoping to be able to for us to film it because, like I said, he has always bought his computers. This will be his first build, and I'm probably as excited for him as he is excited.
And I'm Batman.
And if it doesn't do well, then we'll have how to properly destroy a computer with Captain Billiam.
With napalm.
He doesn't need napalm, do you? Not gonna say he's
Still
not
won't turn it
gonna use
down.
For those listening, that was a joke.
No.
No. Anyone that knows us knows that wasn't a joke. Oh, somebody has touched my monitor. It's got a spot on it.
Oh, speaking of which, when I ran outside to look at the car, I took the headlamp
Did you have your
just to
clothes
see
on?
if yes, this time. But I noticed I'm gonna have to quit parking away from that buggy carousel. I noticed with the flashlight that someone's ran into my car with a buggy. Or a buggy has ran into the side of my car because there's a dent, like the perfect shape and height of a buggy in the car door. And it's like it's nothing major.
Unless you park like down at Puerto Nuevo, somebody's gonna hit your car. People are the most careless, inconsiderate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
mean,
why it doesn't
Not
really
all
bother
of them,
me
but
because
there's enough
I
of
already
them
know
around that.
Yeah, that's why I don't really pay like get. Plus, it's my first car, and everybody's got stories of their first car.
Yeah. Some of them catch on fire, and some of them get hit by grills.
Grills?
Yeah, I pulled. You know the big smoker grill that my dad has.
Yeah.
That we fixed the barbecue and stuff on.
Yeah.
So we had done barbecue, and I had cleaned out the grill, and I was hopped on the four-wheeler, hooked up to it, and was gonna pull it back at the edge of the. We'll call it a parking lot for lack of a better word, but they're up at my parents' house, and this was, God, I guess I was 16 or 17 or I don't know. It was that little white pickup, that Toyota that I had that Mitch nearly passed out in the back of. But yeah, I hooked up to the grill and was pulling it around. I was getting ready to swing to back it in, and when I swung, I forgot that, oh yeah, I can't just go by the truck and then swing because there's a grill back there. I pulled that grill right into the to the right rear fender and put a big dent in it. I'm like, oh, good.
It's not funny, but it's funny.
I mean, it was what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't the end of the world. It wasn't a pristine truck, but it wasn't so much that I got in trouble as it was well, that was dumb.
Yeah, sometimes that's worse.
Yeah.
My dad, I knew all
It's
about
like,
that.
well, that was stupid. Now you got a dent in your truck. Oh well.
Yep.
Battle scars.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. Then I'll, when my brother and them's gone, I think I'll try to tempt fate and take it to work till my brother and them get back from Pigeon Forge, and then let the person look at it. That seemed to be. That's the reason I wanted your opinion. That seemed to be what I kept running into when I was looking it up. Was that?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You were describing it, and I'm like, well, that's a weird sound. Sounds like kind of a spring. And then I played the video, and I'm like, no, that sounds like a bullfrog.
It's weird that you mentioned that because from the sound of how you stated it, it sounds like someone else called it a bullfrog. Were
Well,
you
when
reading something?
when I looked it up, I looked it up. My vehicle sounds like a bullfrog when I turn. And found a forum, and most people were saying either bushings or definitely suspension related, but
Yeah.
most everyone was saying sounds like the CV's wearing out.
My car has a frog in its throat.
That's the one.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, so what say you guys? Some golf or
I'm good with whatever.
Yep. Golf sounds good with me, or whatever. Someone is firing off fireworks right outside my house.
well, it is Easter.
That is true. This is America.
Don't you fire off fireworks for Easter?
Generally, no.
All right, everybody. Lord's coming back tomorrow. Get your fireworks ready.
Is it like, I don't mean this blasphemous because it would be cool, but I just imagine like one going off in the shape of a cross or
Let's see.
yeah, speaking of which, happy Easter to you gentlemen tomorrow.
Happy East.
Happy Easter.
I'm off, but I'll be here by myself. I couldn't get off work to go to Pigeon Forge, so like I put in for like 4 days off in a row. And she's like, "Well, I can't give you Monday and Tuesday, but I can give you the weekend." And I'm like, "Well, I don't really need the weekend, but if I can't go the rest of the time, but
We need to do us a trip sometime.
we really should."
Yeah.
Whether it's a destination camping trip or whether it's just go somewhere, be it a beach or
I actually dreamed that we went on a trip
Branson
one
or
time at a big, tall building,
at a big tall building. That doesn't sound like something we would do.
and it was somewhere out west in like a desert area, like Arizona or somewhere, like Phoenix maybe. 'Cause at the time I had been listening to the Iron Druid Chronicles, and I think that takes place a lot in the Arizona area. And we were playing, I think, Borderlands at the time. So the dream was like a combination of desert, big tall buildings with you guys, and Borderlands creatures. It was a fun dream. I remember that.
There it goes.
Again on its own.
Maybe we should just go to Wilmington and track down Neebs and challenge them to a LAN
Duel.
party.
The first LAN party duel. Hey, if nothing else, that would kind of put us on the map.
Wouldn't hurt.
I was surprised Aurelius survived the last
Yeah.
horde night every night.
Well, what are they doing for the next video? They said, but I can't remember. They're up in something, but I still want to see Absro get killed at least once. What would be great is if he does like a tier 4 mission and winds up getting killed and then doesn't have enough time to recover for Horde Night and winds up dying twice in a night.
Yeah.
And we wind up with everybody at 1.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that game. What game are you talking about? Is it the 7 days?
7 days to die, Horde Night every
Yeah.
night is the series.
I had forgot all about Horde Night. We need to play that again sometime.
Oh, yeah. We don't have enough people to do that. Well, I guess I don't know if 4 is enough to do it or not, but Golf with Friends now has teams, which would be really good if we had more people.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
we
would
need
be
to
cool.
try that.
But, like 4 may be enough, but I don't know. We'll have to try that next time.
Yeah, I like how they're like the developers constantly adding and you know and all that lovely stuff.
Off with you, buddies. Alright, let's see.
Yeah, I'm reading it. It's not just me that like. So the problem I have is like there's about 20 different people I'm fighting all at the same time. They all have immunity to blindness,
They got immunities.
but the like a ton of them can also can't as darkness, which means I can't do any ranged anything, and it's very annoying. I can't throw an AOE attack, even though shouldn't have to be able to see anybody. Can't cast magic missile, even though magic missile you're supposed to be able to fire regardless of whether you can see the target or not, as long as you know they exist and are in range.
Oh, that's cool that they have magic missile. That makes me think of Jax.
That's where magic missile came from, was D&D.
Oh, okay.
As far as I know, I don't think it pre anything. But
Alrighty then.
do that, and I'll probably with it.
Huzzah.
Oh, and like you can cast daylight, which will dispel it and last for 100 turns, except if they cast darkness over top of your daylight, even though your daylight is still working, it negates your daylight, which makes no sense.
Okay, why does A work but D doesn't? Anybody else got that problem? What does that do? Oh.
No problem there with me.
Oh, wait. Yeah, my D is not D'ing either.
Where's my S?
Yeah, S is not S'ing either. Okay, so which one's the real hole, or are they both real holes?
My D's D'ing and my S is S'ing.
Your hole holing?
My hole's D'ing. Wait, what?
Oof.
I need smaller ice. I'm thinking about investing in one of those nugget ice makers.
I wish they would. So, the old Tiki Talk is full of. If you paid $100 for your nugget ice maker, they're on sale for like $30.
What?
Or, well, I don't believe a whole lot of stuff that pops up on the TikToks.
That is true. Now I think Amazon does have like the Opal 2.0 for like it's got the monthly payments option. Well, crap! This hole's gonna get me.
Yeah, I ain't doing so hot myself. He's a little.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
what I was wondering.
What's down there? If there's a flag or if you're just gonna screw yourself over.
Oh, it's a hole.
Is it? Not if you fall off the world. It's not.
Oh, apparently I must have hit it just right.
I don't know why you guys had such problems with that.
Hmm.
Okay, so I guess really help if freaking buttons would work.
Yeah.
Where'd that go? So I guess it doesn't really matter.
Did you miss the obvious, or did you just want to take the actual course? Oh. Well, never mind. Hmm.
What does that do?
What are doing so swift on this?
Okay, so yeah, that just throws you off there. Alright, well. Well, fart. Good thing I had a big lead.
Can't believe you guys found that hard. Or however it was you said that.
Well, I tried something.
Yeah. Oh, Kyle.
That drops you down to, well, I don't know if, okay, yeah, that drops you to Plinko. And that is a thing. Let's see. Ah, right on the edge. Oh, you suck.
Ah! Still in last place.
Does that work?
I didn't jump right. Dang.
Yes, it does. Oh.
I must reclaim my lead.
Oh, really? Ah.
Why did that go off? Ooh. Too much. Ba-dum-bum. Your iron levels are still low, I see.
Indeed, they are. Oh, I do so well, and then I do something stupid.
Framp. Close jump.
Or I do something stupid. Actually, I think that may be my, well, that may be part of the issue, but, you know, I think you guys may have heard me mention before weird, like, places in my mouth to Chris.
That was close.
I found out later that one issue that can cause that and cause you to be anemic is B12, low B12. And then for whatever reason, I started having these weird, like, fishing line looking hairs in my beard. You know, like the white, long, weird hairs. And it was happening more than just once every while. So I looked that up. Also says vitamin B12 deficiency can cause that. So I've got a bottle of vitamin B12 trying to see if that helps anything.
Well, I part it.
Thought I smelled something. Oh.
Your golf ball and airplane reminds me a lot of Boy Meets World.
You know what's bad? I can't remember Boy Meets World. Like I know I've watched it a lot, and I know the names of the characters, but I can't remember anything about it.
There's a ton of shows I watched that were a whole lot about. I was just watching some PIF stuff. Like, do you remember Brotherly Love?
No.
Oh, dude, I'd forgot about that.
Forgot about that, and all the Lawrence brothers.
Are
Yeah.
they redoing Biker Mice from Mars?
Yeah, I think they already did.
Yeah, that's what I started to say. I think I'd heard something a while back about that. I wish I kept that. I had the original comic book. like the very first issue, but I just let it disappear. Not that it's probably worth anything, but still.
Well, I screwed the pooch on that one. So I'm on another course again. I've been on 3 different courses now.
I think this is the point of this whole thing is to find the quickest route each time.
I ain't gonna say mine was the quickest. On shot number 7.
Ooh. So we may be about tied. Yeah. It's getting interesting. Oh.
Ah, foot.
Why is your name cursing?
Always done that for some reason. I can't figure it out.
I am tied for the lead currently. Oh wow. Well, that's definitely different.
Well, this is a thing, isn't it? Oh, foot. I appear to be stuck in the tube.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Yeah, that
that's
sucks. I hate that when that happens. 'Cause it kind of throws
direction do I
a
need to
wrench in the whole... Oh, but you can move. Okay.
Ah. Well, shit. Not quite hard enough.
I'm winning. I'm winning.
I'm the Plinko.
Oh, that's fun. I always wanted to play the real Plinko, or a life-size knockoff at least.
That's always my favorite Price is Right game.
Indeed.
Go back.
No. Shit.
Well, that was weird.
Yes, indeed. What the flip? Well, I'm screwed.
Yeah, it done me the same exact way.
Like I tried to move and it wouldn't. And then I
Oh.
fell through the floor for the second time. Well,
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me the first go around.
sons of a... Really?
Yeah, that they robbed you on that one.
Okay. What kind of fresh hell this is, but... Bonsai! Oh, no, no, tell me no, no.
Looks like that one game. Weird looking critters, and you got to get through the.
No,
Wait,
son
Did
of
I
a...
just did I just go in a circle?
Oh my god.
I just went in a circle again.
And then it threw me off the freaking course. Fudge.
This is the course that never ends.
No, I was so close.
Well, it seems to be a different
Wait,
route
wait,
every
maybe-
time, so maybe.
Oh, I think I almost had it. Oh,
Ah!
what? That kicks you back here too. Where's the actual goal? I thought I got in the in portal, but oh, it's down there. You got to get past. Okay.
So the pink one's a no-go too?
Probably. I don't think I've been through the.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Oh,
I think I'm good this time.
Ah, almost landed some.
Well, if you guys can't make it in 20 seconds, then I win. Ah, fudge.
No!
Oh, yeah.
I was robbed.
Oh.
Bullshit, man. That was bullshit. Go.
No!
Ah.
No! Wait a minute.
Wait. Ah. Well, if you get kicked out again.
So I've got to make it this time. Ah, fuck.
Wait. Oh,
I win.
that sucked.
I thought for the first
Me
time in
should've had
Pirate
that.
for the first time in PirateTech history, I was about to win this game.
No, you've won
You
before. You've won a few times.
Oh. For the third time in
Another round.
I'm good for it.
Of course.
Yeah, one more.
Alright, get more. Start safe. Where'd you go, Brian?
I don't know. It for some reason it kicked me out
Oh, you're back. You are back, right?
from outer space.
I mean, it says you're back. Before I hit start, confirm
Oh
that
yeah,
you are
I'm here.
back.
I'm here.
Okay. Do the donut. 4. Alpha Friends developers, give us our S&D back.
Well, poop.
Go.
Power Rangers. Inspector
I think
Gadget.
it's off somewhere in the bindings.
Go Gadget.
Except now none of.
Wake me up before you go. Is it wake me up before you go or wake me up before you go girl?
Go.
Go. Okay.
Wheel. That's a thing. Nice shot.
Me?
Quite do it, but
Stop.
Hammer time. Did either one of you guys have hammer pants?
Nah.
I had hammer pants back in the day.
we're old enough to have bought them then. The rest of us were in kindergarten.
It's true. We have to bank it off that hamburger bun? That took way more energy than I figured. I don't know that I like this.
Fuck. Hey, I made it somewhere. Now if I can just keep it between the buns.
It's a lot farther than it looks.
Oh crap, you gotta do like
Parkour! Yeah, I just got through saying that's a lot farther than it looks. That was a little too far. Ooh, I needed more than that, though.
Booyah.
Um, this is golf, not ricochet. I'm not doing so well. So that's too much. Real thin line between too much and not enough.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Oh, hallelujah. Son of a birdie.
I got an eagle.
I got a pigeon.
I got a mockingbird. No one? No? Is that a mockingbird? Is that a mockingbird?
I watched How to Kill a Mockingbird the other day.
I've not seen that in a while. I wonder why that book is revered as like a great, literature. And I mean, it was a good story, but it wasn't exactly, anything special about it. I mean, what counts as? I will say the only book that I ever remember reading that I truly liked like that was actually there were two. There was what is it? Lord of the Flies.
I was referring to the, I guess, pre-beam meme video of How to Kill the Mockingbird.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that. That's been a while. What was that originally on? Was it like Black Sheep or something?
Probably albino black sheep.
I was trying to tell them at work about albino black sheep, and they looked at me like I had a third head.
So, we just have to hit the
I'm
thing, or...
assuming.
That was too much.
Ah. A little more.
I didn't think that I full sent that, but according to my meter, I did.
What?
$18, $19, $35. What? Oh, dude! Like, I need to learn. Like, as much as I like college basketball, I need to learn more about how the ACC and all that works with it, because like Duke lost the ACC championship or tournament, got like out of the tournament, I guess. Well, they didn't lose the championship; it was between other teams, but I didn't realize that they could still compete.
Well, see, that was just the ACC tournament. The NCAA is like the whole college.
Okay, because and now they've made it to I think the Elite Eight.
Much.
So there's still a chance for Duke
To get beat by State again.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, oh, I forgot about that. Wasn't that the big game years ago between Duke and NC State? Back when was it Taylor Lautner played for?
Didn't tell you.
I'm not figuring this one out.
Nice.
Oh,
Recapture delete. What the chances of getting through that? Well, apparently doable, but it doesn't do anything for you.
Nope.
Ah, fudge. I jumped right in the gap. Well, I had the lead. Wait, okay. Will work.
I'm catching up.
And loose. No, no. Whoa! It screwed me. I was going down the hill and I hit an invisible thing and bounced and it killed my momentum. Yep. Sucks. Good job. I'm gonna say I should have had 3 and the game screwed me, but right. Ah, foot. And that one was too much. It's not as... Where this thing adds more oomph than I send to these things.
Tweets. The
What the
Xbox Sea
fuck?
of Thieves players seeing the new PS5 players with their first boatful of treasure. Brain died. Top movie.
Wait, what was that? You broke up some.
It was rubbing your brain.
What's the cop movie with Nick Frost and
Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz of him loading a shotgun? Shame. No.
I came close to doing that. Hit the edge, but it just thankfully bounced over.
Hey, there goes my 3 streak.
Did you just decide to nope on out, Brian? Or
I was wanting to see what would happen if you landed on that rocket.
oh, I see what you were trying to do. Not you.
Probably
Brian.
nothing, but
That's what Mitch is trying to do.
oh,
Ah, it's gonna. Ah.
You stuck in a box?
Oh crap! I'm stuck in a box.
Box 2.
Wasn't there something like some kind of refresh thing you could type or?
R is supposed to reset, but that's some shitty ass design.
Yeah.
Something pop up that said it's the R key. But
They're warming here. Turn on the AC.
how do I keep losing?
Ah.
I want to know something. How do you go from $1,300 on a paycheck to like 200 in about 4 days?
You got your hours drastically
Probably
cut.
look at hours and rate of pay and tell you on your paycheck.
Well, no, I mean, like just spending it, just bills.
Oh,
I was being
There you
sarcastic.
go.
It seems like even bills cost more now that we got inflation going on. Well, that's sort of the definition of.
You'd be right.
Like, seriously, I can go to Walmart. I can buy literally like a handful, like a bag of groceries, just one Walmart bag, and walk out spending almost $80. It's kind of sad.
Probably should look where the hole was at before I hit it that last time.
Son of a...
Hmm.
That little board is,
Dynamite?
shit. Well, son of a fuck.
That was fun to watch.
Be sure if you lose the entire hole, you'll still win.
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping to be able to do it without the need for the extra 14 points.
But that's satisfying nonetheless, watching that. Hey, I got the high score. Does that mean I win?
Hey, I got a vanilla cake.
I got a yellow life draft.
Got another plane.
I got a rock.
I got a jar of dirt.
Got a jar of dirt.
All right.
I'm about to spit the water. Oh yeah, speaking of jars of dirt, if I win the lottery tonight, you guys get jars of dirt.
Jars of dirt.
No, I will divide. I got 5 tickets. I figure like 5 tickets, like the few times that it gets above, $1 billion or close to $1 billion, it's not too much. I always think of Dumb and Dumber. I know I've said it before, but when he's asking Mary, he's like, "So you're telling me it's like 1 in 100 chance?" She's like, "More than 1 in a million, more like 1 in a million." And he goes, "So you're telling me there's a chance?" That's the way I think about the lottery.
All right, so yeah, Duke and NC State play tomorrow at 5:05. UConn.
Yay.
and
I'm off to bed,
Illinois
fellas.
is already over.
right,
All right.
Good night, sir. Good game. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy
User
Easter.
disconnected from your channel.
Alabama and Clemson are playing now. And Tennessee and Purdue play tomorrow at 2:20. That would be nice to have 2 SEC teams in the Final Four if Alabama and Tennessee both win. Ooh, an Alabama-Tennessee final would be Alabama's winning right now. All right, well, sir, good game.
Indeed. Good game, sir.
We'll
What
talk
time
to you
did you say that
later,
was
and-
tomorrow?
Which one?
The
Duke and NC
Wake?
State?
Yeah. I don't
Wake.
know why I said
wasn't
Wake.
it?
Yeah, I was like, Wake Forest? And
5:05.
I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, 5:05. Thank you, sir. All right. Well, good game, sir. Good night.
Game. We'll see you next week. And thanks everyone for watching. Happy Easter. And
Alfeeder Schnitzel.
that too. Be excellent to each other and try not to die, and we'll see you next time.